Hey guys, it's Stephanie. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Got some news. Movie Web, an article written by B. Allen Orange. Take this with a grain of salt because it comes via Mike Zero, and we know how correct he hasn't been. But it makes sense in this way. Article states some of it states that George Lucas himself is consulting for episode 9, which is huge. What does this mean? It means that they're retconning the hell out of the sequel trilogy. It means that, as far as I can tell, Kathleen Kennedy is not part of producing the sequel trilogy. If you see her name as executive producer, that's a meaningless position. It means that they're taking our anger very seriously, if it's true. You add this to what the Clone Wars coming back. It could be the first shot in trying to fix the mess that was created by Kathleen Kennedy and her inexperienced non-Star Wars fan story group. Or it could actually, if you look at it this way, Dave Filoni consolidating his power now as creative head of Lucasfilm. September we'll find out, but I wanted to talk a little bit about that because having George Lucas anywhere near this just screams to me that there could be hope. George Lucas, you're our only hope. You know, it really does extreme. It screams to me hope. It screams to me that maybe this stuff will be decanonized. All right. It was very interesting. One of the viewers was talking about the motion comic for The Heir to the Empire, and I was going through it, and I watched that one, and then I started watching another one, which I saved. They're very good, actually. But I found something about Janice Solo, and it's interesting how much alike Rey she is. Very young girl, she was taught to be a pilot by her father, and hanging out with Chewbacca, learned how to be a mechanic. Does that sound a little familiar to you? Now, apparently, let's go back to this article, Movie Web article, that Rey won't look the same. She'll have a very different costume. Nothing like you've ever seen before. Okay, well, I don't even know what that means, but because we've seen a lot in Star Wars. So I don't know, but it's just very interesting. And I know no one cares about Rey, but I want to like her. I want to be very fair-minded about this because I really think that the character and Daisy herself have been shortchanged, not only by Abrams, who was real lazy writing her character, but in too much of a hurry. But Rian Johnson just completely dropped the ball. I mean, you could tell he didn't want to write a Star Wars movie. So there you go. So anyway, I want to talk a little bit about this, and if this is true, if Lucas is consulting, whether it was just showing up to script writing sessions or actually showing up on set, maybe he's doing both. This is a big deal. This is a very big deal. It also tells me this, despite what Mike Zero says, because we all know he's getting his information from the dying cabal, Kennedy cabal, at Lucasfilm. There won't be a Reylo. I can't imagine George Lucas wanting that. Being part of that he would, no. There's supposed to be a big time jump here too, but I'm not really sure about any of this. But we will find out how Maz Kanata got Luke's lightsaber, because that was something that Rian Johnson completely just decided to ignore, which is kind of a big deal in the story. We'll probably find out why, when Rey called to it, it went to her and not to his fabulousness, Kyle Ron. you know, we'll find out some more things. I have hope. Being a fair-minded person and a grown-up, I have hope. I'm not going to go opening day. I'm not buying a ticket, a pre-sale ticket, but I will go later to see this if the spoilers are good, if it gives us what we want. Oh, and someone posted somewhere that there is no Mara Jade in this movie, so Kerry Russell's not playing that role. Lando is going to be in this. There's a rumor of a big, huge ship with a very diverse crew of humans and aliens and androids, and it might have something to do with Lando. I'm not quite sure. I think it might actually have something to do with Kerry Russell. She might actually be the pirate queen or some shit like that. I don't know, but I think Lando's probably going to be somewhere, because he is 80 years old, so it's somewhere doing something very leadership-like, but off the grid. I don't know, but he is going to be the keeper of a story, probably for Rey. It's going to be very interesting. We're going to find out a lot more. I mean, JJ's probably frantically putting all this stuff together, and they've already started filming. In fact, they went to the place where they filmed the base at Yavin 4, the Masasi Temple, in Bedfordshire, England. Bedfordshire. So we're going back to a place that's familiar. The Falcon is not being destroyed, but that base is. Kyle Ran and the effeminate Nazi Hux kind of charge in there and raise all kinds of hell. So we don't running around looking for the remnants of the resistance. So, and I look at this and think, there has to almost be a time jump, because it almost doesn't make sense. But you think it doesn't make sense to have a time jump, but I don't. Whatever they're doing, Godspeed, good luck, and if Lucas is involved, hopefully make sense out of everything. And maybe we could just ignore the Last Jedi altogether. Wouldn't that be fun? Maybe we could ignore a Soy War story, too. But I really honestly think that if he is involved, and they are kind of trying to fix what's broke, that these will be retconned to reflect the actual character arcs of Han, Leia, and Luke. So we don't know. So anyway, I just wanted to kind of touch base on George Lucas hopefully coming back, hopefully at least being part of fixing what they broke, and a little bit about Rey kind of being a strange little shadow of Jaina Solo, and a little bit about Lando, that he will be back, I don't know in what role, and that there is no Mara Jade in this. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry, but I think that ship has sailed. I think it's too late. I think if they wanted her in it, she should have been in it from the Force Awakens on. And they can't really retcon. You can only put so much. You can't, my father would say, you can't fit 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag. And they're already, the bag is starting to break. Okay? And they've already got a mess on their hands. So if you add another element to it, I don't think it'll work. So anyway, let's just see where it goes. I'm curious, at least. And like I said, you guys gonna boycott? I support your boycott. In fact, I do. I will probably wait till it's out for a little while to go and see it. If I like what I read in the spoilers, and we'll have to see. And to me, if George Lucas is there, they're taking it very seriously. They're taking it away from the people who don't know anything about Star Wars, are not fans, no matter what. They say, when Ron Howard calls and asks, I think it was actually Prince Zizor, the leader of the Black Star Syndicate, or the Black Sun Syndicate, and Ron Howard called to ask what he looked like, and, the story group replied, well, we don't know. They're supposed to be the people in charge of the lore, the characterizations, and the continuity, and they didn't know what this character looked like. There's your sign right there. So anyway, I just wanted to touch base on this. I'm really kind of excited. I mean, the maker may be back, and if he is, they're serious about fixing everything. So this is Steph signing out. Zero in the Galaxy. Oh, and one more thing. Despite what the movie web article said, if he's back, Lucas is back, there isn't going to be a Panda Lando either. I'm pretty sure he just like, we're not doing that. Just like we're not doing Reylo, because that's just stupid, and it's not Star Wars. Alright, this is Steph signing out. See you around the galaxy.